Good afternoon. It's just afternoon. It is Wednesday and it is January 1st. So happy New Year. Happy beginning of 2025. As I said on Saturday, I made the cards that I would jump on and just pull a few more cards just to see what messages for the collective for January. I did the end of the year, so let's see. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So far I can't say there's any sort of big waves of information coming in for me. I have been thinking of what I always have several words for the whole year, and I'm carrying forward growth from last year because that really helped me. And I've written up on my board, stepping into my, I've also got faith up there, stepping into my new life. So I think I've got to think of a new way of doing things. I've watched a couple of podcasts over the last couple of days, and people are talking about like doing what we're doing, but doing it a different way. And that's certainly what the dragons have been talking to me about. I've spent all of this week, the last couple of weeks actually, with my chakra dragons, and I'm still doing a few more, the more unknown chakras. I did the Earth Star chakra this morning. So let's see. This is my oracle deck, which, if you've been following me, know is the Ancient Intergalactic Guardians, Dragons of the Multiverse. If you don't have it and you would like a copy, send me, direct message me, or you can email me at eastcoastdragonlady@gmail.com. $30, including shipping within the United States. Shipping outside of the United States, we can negotiate that. So I'm going to pull a couple of dragon cards. I think I'm going to pull archangels because I feel, again, I've heard other people talking about how the archangels are going to be important this year in 2025. So let's, as I've been doing most of this year, let's pull some cards for the archangels, the Kyle Gray deck of 22 archangels. So let's see which one wants to come first. Oh, Azrael, Transcendence. As my voice cracks, you wouldn't be who you are without what you have overcome. Own your own story. So I think that's a really good card for beginning of the year. Let's pull another archangel, because we're all here today, however we've got here, because of what we've endured. Uriel, learning experience, similar colours. Take time to review, study, and hone your knowledge before proceeding further. I got that message quite a few times. So, and then I'm just going to pour one more of these on the bottom. Or Haniel. Embrace by love. Let love reach where it has never reached before. So for a lot of us, that is opening our hearts and allowing in some of, I would say, allow in what you've been afraid of. If we open our hearts, there's nothing to be afraid of. So let's see what the dragons have to say. So listen, Merlin. So he's got a message for us, Merlin. Oh, and two have come out. So one is the guardian of the heart. So I've just said there's nothing to be afraid of if we open our hearts, open up to love. and the grandfather dragon. I am your father's father. And this is when I pull this, this is usually the divine masculine, which is stepping forward with a reminder of our fathers and our grandfathers, because for some of us, our fathers are grandfathers, or our fathers' fathers are grandfathers. My father is not, as he didn't meet neither of my children because he left us too soon. So he never met them in body, but he has certainly. He's here going, I've met them, I know who they are. So Merlin is is saying that this year is really important for us to listen. He's saying, listen before you speak. Hold back, a bit like Uriel is saying, take time to review, study, and hone your knowledge before proceeding. So he's saying, make sure you have all of your facts straight. Don't speak up too soon. There is more wisdom in sitting and listening and forming your own opinion. Be careful who you share your opinions with. And he's saying this is really, really important for 2025. Whatever situation you can apply that to, he's saying it is generic message, but it can be applied to the country you're living in, politics, personal situations where you have worked closely with people. He's saying it is wise, is extremely wise to not answer for the sake of answering. He's saying you will do yourself a better favor by sitting and listening. Now, for some of us, that's difficult, right? Because sometimes, what's the saying? People just like they can't wait for you to finish a sentence because they feel they need to answer. He's saying it's okay for silence. It's okay for silence. So that's important. When Merlin comes through like this, he's usually onto something. He's sitting there with his arms crossed and saying, of course I'm onto something, I know. But he's saying this message is also about discernment, which was big last year. But he's saying particularly 2025, and he's emphasizing this. He's like, shaking his stick, and he's going, this is really, really important that you need to listen. Open your ears, listen with your heart, look with your eyes, and then, only then, speak from your mouth. So he says, and it's okay to sleep on it. It's okay to get the information, to go and do research. It's okay that you don't answer straight away. So whoever needed to hear that today, that's his message. But he's saying this applies across the world in many, many situations, and that we're going to be hearing and seeing more of Merlin. So interesting. Didn't expect. Well, Merlin often pops up for me, as you know. Merlin has been my guide for many years. So I was going to do one more card from this Sacred Souls. These are the shadows. So let's see what we need to know for, I think this would be, so I guess this is the one. Shame and guilt. Interesting, like this card, shame and guilt. This is for this month. It says, feel the shame and the guilt. Feel them without judgment or self-criticism. Mistakes do not define your worth. So that's exactly what Merlin's message said. This is confirming it, right? Feel them without judgment or self-criticism. Mistakes do not define your worth. So this, if we don't do what Merlin is suggesting, this would be the dark. This would be the consequences, what I'm hearing. So it's confirmation. They're telling me this is a confirmation card of Merlin's message. So interesting. Let's see if there's one more that we need. Oh, resentment. It often festers, causing a desire for revenge. Let go of the past to find peace. That's for us to take note for this month. Let go of the past and find peace. I would 100% agree on that. So I hope that you've been enjoying the series I put up on my Facebook page. If you haven't found me on Facebook on my private page, go to my website, which is East Coast Dragon Lady, at East Coast Dragon Lady, at www.East Coast Dragon Lady. You can find the Facebook thing that's scrolling, hit that, and it will take you to my private Facebook page. I've been posting for the last 7 days. This is day 8. The chakra dragons and some of their messages that have been interesting, because I've been tapping into my chakra dragon, and they have been giving me a message, but they're also giving us guidance. They're still saying this is a taster. This is because this is what they want me to teach this year. I still haven't quite formalized how I'm going to do it. I think I might do sort of an hour, come and talk to me, gather a group of people to let's talk about it, and then there will be a small fee for my time. So I'll look at some dates in January, so be on the lookout for that. I hope you all have a fabulous start to 2025, and I'll be back at the weekend. Have a good I'm off for a few days, and I'm going to make the most of that. I'm going to do some, I'm being drawn to go to my storage unit and declutter. There's so much stuff in there that I need to get rid of. I said that when I'm no longer here, if my kids walked into that unit, they would get rid of everything. So I'm not quite sure why I'm keeping it. Some of it's their stuff, let me tell you. But I do need to go and do some of that, because it's there, or it's always there whenever I drive down that way. And I'm like, oh, I need to go in. There are boxes of stuff that I know that I need to get rid of, but they're sort of, it's like hanging on to the past, and they're too old. I need to let them go. So that's what I'm going to try and do over the next few days. So have a good one, and I'll be back at the weekend.